Alright, good day everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, back at it again guys, with another action figure review, and as you can see right here, we have a little something special for you guys. As you guys know, I'm known for doing a lot of Spawn reviews, a lot of McFarlane reviews. This right here, of course, it is a McFarlane review. It is from the same people who brought you Spawn, and this is from Cyberforce. If you guys are not familiar with Cyberforce, they were big around the time that Spawn came out. You had the Cyberforce, and you had Savage Dragon, Shadowhawk, all those figures that Image created. And as you guys can see right here, it says right here, the 10th anniversary. And of course, this is an older figure. It is not the 10th anniversary, I think. I don't know what year this is from. Hold on 1 minute. Let me move this out the way. Here's an image of Ripclaw. That's who this is right here. And this is the 10th anniversary, guys. So this was from the year 2002. So, what is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that's 10, 16 years. So, if you're watching this video, it's 2018. So, this is 16 years old. Believe it or not, man. Jeez. And this is the 10th anniversary of this. And it's still nicely packaged and packaged. As you guys know, this is an unboxing channel, so he is definitely going to come out of the package. As much as I would like to leave him in the package, he needs to come out because, like I said, this is an unboxing channel. And right here, here's some of the artwork. Very nicely, beautifully detailed artwork. Here are some of the other figures from the 10th anniversary. Of course, here's Shadowhawk. Here's a couple of the Spawn figures. There's Savage Dragon. And then Ripclaw. Now, what's interesting about this, guys, is I actually went on YouTube and I was looking for a review of this Ripclaw, and guess what? I couldn't find him. There is no review of this action figure on YouTube, guys. So I had to buy him, even though I got him for a good price. I bought him, and I wanted to review him not only for myself, but review him for you guys as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy out the package, and this is going to be the first ever YouTube review of this Ripclaw from Cyberforce. So guys, without further ado, I got my big old trusty heavy duty scissors right here to cut this baby open. I'm not gonna try to ruin some of the artwork here because it looks really awesome, really promising, and I definitely want to keep some of the artwork. And maybe if I can, maybe cut out some pieces and put them on the backboard right here. So without further ado, we're going to cut this baby open, take out Ripclaw. We're going to rip this baby open and take out Ripclaw. You like that, don't you? And yeah, I can smell the plastic already, man, from this figure. I don't know if it's plastic or if it's resin or what, man, but man, I can smell it through the box. Man, it has such a strong scent. So let's pop this out. Oh, and I already ripped it. Fuck me. I apologize for my language. So, yeah, I know what, this is going to have to be cut. Yeah, as much as I hate taking these figures out the box because they're, like I said, they're so beautifully packaged, I have to review them, and they have to come out the box. You know, toys are not meant to be in boxes. You know what I mean, guys? They are meant to, you know, be taken out the box and played with. So here's a little booklet. Here is Ripclaw, as you guys can see right there. Here is some of the figures. This is from the Tortured Soul series, which I don't have any of the Tortured Souls. I don't know if I'm going to get them. They're a little bit too gruesome for me. Here is the Collectors Club, Iron Maiden, Eddie, Ripclaw. Pretty cool booklet. I do like this art piece right here, man. Even though I ripped it, I might take this out, I might save it because I really like that image. Speaking of image. Okay. Oh yeah, and if you guys didn't see my last review of Spawn L. Simmons right here, please check that review out. It is of L. Simmons limited edition release. Speaking of Spawn, that was my last review, so please check it out. And let's pop this out right here. He comes with a nice little heavy base. Look at that. That's awesome. I like the tree look and the grass look, the moss and the leaves and the log and the rock. And some really nice solid piece of plastic. It has some nice weight to it. So there's that. And then Ripclaw. Take this out. Move that to the side. So he just has a few twisty ties on him, which are not, they don't look that bad. So just bear with me for 1 second, because that's how long it's going to take for me to get this guy out of the package. So let's take out Ripclaw. Oh yeah. Look how awesome he looks, man. And if you guys are not familiar with Ripclaw and with Ripclaw, what is this, Youngblood, right? Damn it, I forgot already, man. This was Cyberforce. That's who I was, Cyberforce. Okay. I do have a few comic books of Cyberforce. Woo! Sorry about that, guys. So here's Ripclaw. Look at that, man. He looks really awesome. I would love to see a movie based on these guys, based on Cyberforce and based on man, is it Youngblood? Is it Youngblood? The Youngbloods? I can't remember. What's the other name of the other teams from the Image comic books? I can't remember them. Damn it. It's not coming to my mind right now. But here is Ripclaw. Look at that, man. He looks really awesome. Nicely detailed. And I'm trying to be careful with this figure. Essentially, guys, he's pretty much a pre-pose statue. The only articulation that he has is his arms move up and down. He does have a break. Well, no, he doesn't have a break. His arms just kind of move up and down. I love the look of Ripclaw. Look at that, man. Nicely detailed. And I said this in the previous video, guys. I think I've said this in the Trimmer 3, when I was doing a review of Trimmer 3. I said, you know, what's the point of giving him these breaks if he's essentially just a statue anyways? You know what I mean? If you're going to make him a statue, just make him a statue. Is there any point, is there any reason why, you know, they give him, you know, these breaks? I mean, what other ways do you want to pose him other than the way he's supposed to be posed? You know what I mean? So essentially, this is where the breaks line up. This is how he's supposed to be posed, like this. And then like that. So essentially, that's how he looks. So he's just essentially a statue. That's all he is. With some movable parts here. This right here moves. This right here moves. His hair is movable. His head is movable, so you can move his head. Hopefully I don't break it. Yeah, there we go. See, so you can move his head. Like so. But most likely, I'm going to pose him like that. Very nicely detailed figure, guys. If you haven't read any of the Cyberforce comic books, I suggest you should. If you love McFarlane, you know, if you love McFarlane toys, and if you love Image from back in the day, they definitely came up with some cool, interesting action figures. And like I said, I would love to see a movie based on these guys. I mean, Hollywood is always looking for ideas, and they're always running out of ideas, and they're always remaking movies. You know, why not, you know, make a movie of these guys right here? And he kind of has like a Lobo effect. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lobo. Not a Lobo effect, but a Lobo appearance, you know what I mean? It's very similar because he has the long hair, the long black hair. Focus, camera, focus! There he goes. Yeah, and he has kind of the same kind of skin as well. And the same kind of look too, the same kind of eyes. If you guys are familiar with Lobo, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, then Google it. Very nicely detailed. Boots are nice. The butt is nice. The legs are nice. The back is nice. Hair sculpt. Gloves. The claws. I love the claws, man. Look at that. Give you guys a close-up of this guy. Look at this. Yeah, I love doing reviews of these older action figures because I feel like, you know, there's so many reviewers out there that are doing reviews of like newer action figures, and I feel like a lot of these reviewers, you know, passed up on some of these cool older action figures that nobody really knows, that really nobody talks about, and they're kind of forgotten, you know what I mean? And he's a perfect, Ripclaw right here is a perfect example because nobody has ever done a review, a YouTube review of this guy. So technically I'm the first person to do a review of Ripclaw. So guys, let's put him on his base. So as you can see, he has the peg holes here at the bottom of the feet. He has the pegs right here. So you put his foot in like that, and then you put his other foot in like that, if I can get him like that. Let's see. Put his peg there. Put a peg there. So there he goes. There's how he stands up. Like so. Very, very nice display piece, guys. Very, very nostalgic. Very, very cool piece to have. And let me see if I can, instead of me putting my camera down, let me use this right here to kind of put him up. You know what I mean? So you guys can see, have a better view of him. So here he goes. Instead of me pointing my camera down, you know what I mean? But yeah, very nicely detailed. Very nice figure, guys. Very awesome. He is a statue. That's probably one of the reasons why, you know, he's not really sought after. That's why a lot of people haven't really purchased him or really did a review of Ripclaw, because essentially this is all there is to him. And Ripclaw he's not a popular figure, you know what I mean, to where people are looking for reviews of Ripclaw, you know what I mean. But if you're like me, if you like, you know, if you grew up on Image, if you grew up on Spawn, if you grew up on, you know, Youngblood and Cyberforce, you know, and Image comics, then you know who this is, and then you know, if you know who this is, then you automatically like him. You know what I mean? There's the detail. And this is, yeah, 16 years old. It's hard to believe it's 16 years old, man. It's just so beautifully detailed. And that's also one of the main reasons why I bought this figure, is because he's so beautifully detailed. I got him for a good price. You know, these McFarlane's 10 anniversaries are very hard to come by for a cheap price. And when they do come through, you know, with a cheap price, then you have to pick them up. You know, I definitely want to get the Savage Dragon. I definitely do want to get Shadowhawk. But overall, he is a really, really true masterpiece. I really, really do love this figure. Like I said, he is a beautiful display piece. That's why I wanted to take him out of this package, because he is a beautiful display piece. And he's just awesome, man. Just look at him. I mean, how can you not love this figure? You know, if you're a toy collector, you know, having this guy in your collection, you know, especially if you're an Image fan or if you're a Spawn fan overall, I definitely do recommend him, because he is just that awesome, guys. Love the glossiness to him. I do wish he was a little bit more articulated. I do wish he wasn't so much of a statue. But I knew what I was getting when I first bought this figure. I knew he wasn't going to be an action figure. He was essentially just going to be a statue, guys. So I already knew what I was getting when I bought this figure. So I'm not mad. I am kind of mad because I really wish they would do a movie on this team, on the Cyberforce, because I think the Cyberforce, I think they're really, really awesome. Okay, guys, enough of my yapping. I'm about to hit the 15-minute mark. If you guys are still with me, thank you. This is the first ever YouTube review of Ripclaw right here. I'm going to go ahead and give you my rating of this figure, guys, and let you know what I think of him. So on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a solid... I'm going to give him a solid 8. I think he's that cool. I really, really do like him. I do like the effect. I do like that they gave him this base. The price point was on point. The detail is immaculate. It's very, very beautifully done. He's very simplistic, but yet there's a lot more going on to him than meets the eye. You know what I mean? He just brings back a lot of memories. A lot of memories from my childhood. Beautifully sculpted, beautifully detailed. Everything about him is pretty much on point. I really, really do like this figure. I do recommend him. If you're a Spawn fan, if you're a Cyberforce fan, I do definitely recommend this guy. He's pretty awesome, pretty on point, and he's not bad for 16 years old. You know what I mean? He'll go very, very well on display. He's a very, very nicely detailed piece to put on display, and it's a figure that you don't see every day. You know what I mean? It's a talking point because, you know, somebody's going to ask, hey, who is this guy? And then, you know, you can go into a half-an-hour conversation explaining who Ripclaw is from Cyberforce. So, in image. But there you guys have it. There was my little review. I'm about to hit the 17-minute mark. So there was my little review of Ripclaw from Cyberforce, the 10th anniversary of, of Image. Here's Ripclaw. Ripclaw, 10th anniversary. Love that image. I'm going to keep that image. There's the image of Ripclaw. There's the statue of Ripclaw. And this was from the 10th anniversary. Image 10th anniversary, guys. From 2002. A solid 8. So there you guys have it. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do all that fancy, awesome, good stuff. Hit that notification button if you want to receive more cool, awesome reviews like this. And there you guys have it. There was my little review. The first ever YouTube review of Ripclaw. There you guys have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you guys later. Bye!